group of Valencia students contacted me and wanted to know the best possible pathway that will lead you to where you want to be in the film industry. So with the camera crew and my team, we set off to this school where we were able to interview a variety of professionals in their fields respectively, both actors and directors. John? Andy, like the little boy from Toy Story.
It's a pleasure.
So how are you, John? How are things going?
Good. And yourself?
Very good, yes, of course. And before we get started, I'd like the audience to get to know the people that I always interview, you know.
Definitely.
So just take a brief, 30 seconds or so, a minute perhaps, and just tell them about yourself, where are you from and all.
Well, originally I'm from...
That's okay, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So tell me exactly, what do you do now?
Well, right now, since I just got started in the industry, I'm doing a lot of entry-level jobs like PAing and a lot of extra work, small things like that. Nothing too serious.
Well, that sounds rather boring, what do you think? What would you say is a great way rather to start in this industry?
The best way would be the entry-level jobs. So, if you could PA or you could do a lot of extra work, that's definitely the best way to get involved in the industry. Are you paying attention right now?
No, it just sounds like a lot of hard work. So tell me, where do you plan on being in the next 10 years? What is your pinnacle dream job?
Well, my dream job would be to direct my own films, but with this industry, it's so unpredictable.
There's just so much competition, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And they say that 7 out of 10 people that want to be a director never become directors.
Wow, thanks.
They don't even get close to it. So best of luck to you. This is a little bit, a sprinkle of inspiration for you, But we are actually out of time, so thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you. And what was your name again?
John.
Nice to meet you, John. Thank you so much. Okay. Next interviewer, please.
There is no direct career path for the director. Like me, I went the school route. You don't always have to go to film school to be a director. Yeah, I went to Atlanta College, shot a few documentaries, but afterwards I did my entry-level work. You're gonna start at the bottom. You're gonna be a production assistant. For me, I shot commercials as a director. I got my name out in the community. And the one thing you mainly want to do is you want to build a portfolio. I had family and friends helping me out. My 3 little brothers were helping me out too. Okay, so you're gonna want to build your portfolio while doing the smaller work. And then finally I got my big break doing Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing, it was a hit and everything, but I had to work for that. I had people giving me grant money on it. I got $10,000 from Steven Soderbergh. And that's where I am. I'm still working today. I'm still doing my I'm still doing my Kickstarter fund today, being a director.
Okay, well, for a typical career ladder, after film school, you're probably going to start as an entry-level position like a PA or something basic, and then from there you work your way up to producer, actor, director, wherever you want to go. Me personally, after I finished film school, I actually went straight into directing since I started. Well, I was still there. Let's see, I worked in some TV shows, I worked on some movies. I had a bit of challenges because as a woman I'm discriminated against. They don't really take me seriously sometimes, but I get taken seriously. after a while, if you understand what I mean.
The main goal of the whole situation is to be the big director who's working for like Universal and other companies like Warner Brothers and Disney and all that. But really, the place to start is more around independent films. You want to go with companies like I went with Miramax when I first started. You know, they pick up small time stuff, and you can build your way up that way. Like you can start with a company like that, and eventually, when more people start to notice like your work and how popular your stuff is, if your stuff is good quality, then other companies will notice that. And one thing, you're helping out the small company, and you're moving yourself up to the bigger companies, and just you have more room to. Once you get there, you have more room for creative ability. You can just put it, whatever you visualize on the screen, you can put that up there. Well, since you have everything you need at that point.
Start making films, get out there, grow. You know, I was lucky enough to start out as a director, and I was able to grow my way to be the person I am now. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta get out there, you know, gain experience, and move.
You get it? I'm King Kong. You know, Peter Jackson, King Kong, you know. It's an awesome movie. You gotta go see it if you haven't seen it. You are butt stupid. You're butt... This right here, that's what you are. You're butt stupid, all right?
Working with Peter Jackson was quite an experience. The man's a genius.
Well, I love my husband very much. Peter Jackson, I helped him write all of his scripts. We are very much a team. It's great working with my husband. Actually, I did help with the audio in Lord of the Rings once.
And now I have the immense honor and privilege of meeting one of the greatest directors right now here in our time, Peter Jackson. And if you want to find out how it is, follow me. Peter Jackson, what a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Andy, like the people from Toy Story. Wow, what an absolute pleasure.
I bet it is.
Here with Peter Jackson.
Yes you are.
The Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings, King Kong, the Peter Jackson.
Yes, that's me.
First question I have is, where did you first start in the industry?
In the 1970s, I took a job as a photographic lithographer for a local newspaper, and I worked there about 6 days a week until I could purchase a state-of-the-art camera to start making my first film. After that, I started working on my first full-length film called Bad Taste, and then I received a $30,000 grant from the New Zealand Film Commission, so I was able to quit my job and continue working on the film. And then I received a $200,000 grant to fund the post-production of the film, and that's how I got started.
Wow, how incredible that story is. Absolutely inspiring, mind-boggling to me. So, next question I have is, where did you get your training?
Well, I've actually directed numerous amount of successful films without any formal training. I did attend Kapiti College in the early 1970s, but I dropped out of the school at age 16 so I could get a job and finance my passion for making films.
How fascinating, a job at age 16. And you dropped out of college, which also a college dropout. Now look at us now here, aren't we? Which is so successful. Well, the haters now, right? Yeah. Sitting here with Peter Jackson, look at us now. It's incredible. So I guess the next question would have to be, what do you bring to the table for your job? Like, what is it that you specifically bring? What you got, really?
Well, I'll tell you what I got. I started making short films at a very young age. Started making films with my parents' 8mm camera, and that really developed my creativity and imagination for my later professional films. And I've also been known to obsessively work on my films until the very last minute possible. You know, like I always say, you're never finished with a film, you just run out of time.
Wow, that was truly powerful, heart gripping. You never finish a film. You always run out of time. You have all my time. I hope you know that right now. It's just truly incredible. Wow, you are something else in person. Unbelievable. So I guess we already talked about, you got your first job at 16 as a, that's whatever it was, something incredible at 16, of course. And tell what was your first feature film that you had made?
Well, my first feature film was a movie called Bad Taste, which was about flesh-eating aliens. And I finished that in my mid-early 20s, and then I went on to do another film, which was actually hailed as one of the goriest films ever made, called Brain Dead.
I remember that film too, Brain Dead. I pissed my pants. It was absolutely horrible in the theater. Could not bear to see it. It was crazy. Not my cup of tea, rather, But anything for you, Peter Jackson. Anything for you. So it truly was an honor to watch it. And so I guess the next question that I would have to ask is, what was your break? Like, what was your long shot that got you, not to where you are now, of course, but in the position, like catapult?
Well, my big breaks, I had a few of them. After my first couple of earlier films, I became the screenwriter and the director for a film called Heavenly Creatures, and after the film was released, I actually was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Screenwriter on the film. And after that, I became attached to really wanting to make film versions of the famous novels Lord of the Rings. And after years of trying to get the film rights, I obtained the film rights in 1997, and New Line Cinema agreed to finance the project.
This has established you to be one of the greatest directors. I'm in the room with one of the greatest directors of all time. Truly unbelievable. So I guess one of the last questions I have to ask is what opportunity or role did you get that, your talent and your passion really play or put an emphasis on your career?
Well, when I was a young boy, I took every opportunity I had to make film. I used my parents' 8mm camera, like I said earlier, and I made a short film about a World War II drama, and I actually starred my friends and had them dig trenches in my parents' garden. They weren't too happy about that. And, my passion for making movies has led me over the years to write and direct many numerous and successful films. And that has built my talent and established me as, one of the greatest directors of all time, like you said.
Absolutely, you just never cease to amaze me. Unbelievable. So, I guess I come down to my final and last question, which is, what elements of your career are replicable?
I directed my first full-length film in my early 20s, and then went on to direct blockbuster films such as all of the Lord of the Rings films and King Kong. And then I went on to receive 17 Academy Awards for my films and 30 nominations, all without any professional training.
Absolutely incredible, fantastic. Your presence was unbelievable. Thank you for doing this interview. It was a great, immense pleasure. I cannot believe it was. All right. A group of students here at Valencia College in Orlando wanted to know and research what was the best career pathway choice you possibly could choose in this industry. And I myself had the immense honor and privilege of interviewing one of the most greatest of his time, Peter Jackson. I hope that you have learned something today, and for further information, my name is Walter Hinkelsberg, and thank you for tuning in.
Get on my face, man. I don't know you like that. Listen, 26 years. You guys don't know the real Peter Jackson. I've known him my entire life. He owes me a role. I'm getting what's mine. What was that about?
Oh. I want you to tell
So, I remember seeing animals on the screen. Wait. What? But I didn't start making films until I was a kid. Set for Return of the King. Bullshit.
Immense honor and privilege of meeting one of the greatest directors.
You messing me up with a fart, dog.
So, so. Blows my mind.